Hi everyone, welcome back to Coffee, Books, and Rain, where we are drinking our coffee out of a cute little spooky mug, and we are still dressed in our black cat cosplay. And I was trying to play with the wig, and it needs to actually be put on a wig kind of mannequin and let me brush it. And I gotta figure out how to make it less shiny. I think it would look better if it was less shiny. I don't know. I'm going to Google it. Don't you worry. But anyway, I'm still wearing it because I am trying to see how long this mask will stay on with the spirit gum that I put underneath it. I didn't put a ton. I just wanted to see how well it's doing. And then it looked weird without the wig. And so I could just sit here in very superhero style and wear the mask. But it kind of looks better with the wig. I don't know. You can vote down below and you can tell me if it looks terrible, and it might, or if it looks decent, and then maybe it does. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But today we are actually talking about The Full Moon Coffee Shop by Mai Mochizuki. And I hope I didn't butcher that name, but it was translated by Jesse Kirkwood, and this was apparently translated from the Japanese bestseller, and it is called a charming and magical novel inspired by the myth of cats returning favors to those who care for them, and reminds us that it's never too late to follow our stars. So, I will say I got this book from NetGalley, and it was a really quick read. I enjoyed it very thoroughly. This says it's 240 pages, but I swear when I read it on my NetGalley account on my app, I can't even say it was 240 pages. I think it might have been half of that, but there could be pictures. If there's pictures in the hardback, I definitely want to see the pictures because I think it would be so cute. Anyway, we are diving in to The Full Moon Coffee Shop. So, in Japan, cats are a symbol of good luck. As the myth goes, if you are kind to them, they'll one day return the favor. And if you are kind to the right cat, you might just find yourself invited to a mysterious coffee shop under a glittering Kyoto moon. This particular coffee shop is like no other. It has no fixed location, no fixed hours, and seemingly appears at random to adrift young people at crucial junctions in their lives. It's also run by talking cats. While customers at the Full Moon Coffee Shop partake in cakes, coffees, and teas, the cats also consult them on their star charts, offer cryptic wisdom, and let them know where their lives have veered off course. Because every person who visits the shop has been feeling more than a little lost. Sorry, I just got a phone call and it buzzed on my wrist, which made me go, oop. So that's what that was. I was actually expecting that phone call 3 hours ago. Anyway, I'll call them back. And for a down-on-her-luck screenwriter, a romantically stuck movie director, a hopeful hairstylist, and a technologically challenged web designer, the feline guides will set them back on their fated paths. After all, there is a reason the shop appears to each of them. So, I will say first and foremost, you give me a title that's got coffee, and then you got cats on it, and then you give me some sort of little nighttime vibe. It's like a full moon. You're probably going to lure me in. Y'all probably have been able to tell that there are certain books that I read simply because the title. Now, some of them I also read because the covers are so pretty. I am very aesthetically driven on a lot of different things. I mean, my background it's just supposed to be cute, fun, whimsical. I just enjoy things that make me feel happy. I think that's the best way to live life, is to live life in as happy of a way as you possibly can. And so I gravitate towards books that give me some sort of cozy feelings. And I definitely got cozy feelings from this book. It is in the genre of fantasy, magical realism, Japanese literature, cats, and Asia. That's just kind of how, or some of the genre that Goodreads has put it in. And I will actually say that I kind of wish this book was longer. That is one of my wishes. Or we could have taken the 4 different... I have a hair. This wig is driving me kind of crazy, but we'll figure it out later. There, I think we got it. Anyway, so I will say that I kind of wish, so there's like 4 different main characters in this book, and I almost think we could have had a book for each of them, because I don't feel like each part was enough content for me. Like, they were 4 little short stories put together, and I guess they were kind of telling me more about the coffee shop and kind of where it originated from, which was really cute, and I ended up loving that part of the story. But I felt like the chapters for the characters along the way were a little too short. Like, I understood that they were kind of lost in that particular moment of their lives. They stumble upon this coffee shop and they make some sort of life-changing revelation, and they carry on their way. And then you kind of get a glimpse through some of the other stories if they get put on a better path or not. Well, that's where I think that I wanted more from each of those characters. Is, sure, it was intriguing, it was appealing, definitely made me feel cozy, but like, I just wanted more from each of the characters. I wanted to know more about their stories. I wanted to know more about how they progressed along those ways and that sort of thing. And I think that's where I would have loved to know more. It might be why this book is kind of averaging at like a little bit less than 4 stars. I would definitely probably still give it 5 stars. Now, is it perfect? Absolutely not. Would I read more by this author? Yes. Would I want to know more about the stories within this book? Yes, absolutely. I want to know more about the cats. I want to know more about the screenwriter. I want to know more about the web designer and the hairstylist. I want to know more about each of the characters. So if they gave me a second book, I would absolutely jump in, which is one of my keys for, do I give it 4 stars or 5 stars? Because 4 stars tells me I like it, but I'm not super eager to really continue on with the story right now. 5 stars means this was really intriguing, and honestly, it's probably like a 4.5 or a 4.25, but I don't like to round down if I don't have to. And I don't have to, because this is my opinion, and these are just my thoughts. But that's where I feel like I kind of got gypped a little bit, is there's just not enough. And then when we get to the coffee shop and each person is kind of working through their issues, so to speak, and you've got these cat people, and they do describe them like one's a tuxedo cat and one's like a really pretty like Siamese cat, and they're all different types of cats. They're also based on different I don't want to say astrologies, but like moons or planets or such. So there's Mercury, there's Venus, so I guess they are planets. So they've all got different sort of, I guess, meaning or different sort of temperaments regarding the planet that's in their house. And that's another point of this book that was surprising, because I didn't really expect that. I didn't expect the level of astrological star charting that I got. And that was a little odd for me, because I didn't know what they were kind of talking about half the time. Maybe this is where a hardback cover might have come into play or been beneficial, is if I'd had a picture to really kind of understand what they were trying to chart out for each character. And I also thought that was a little wild too. It's like, okay, like do it for one character, and then you've kind of set the stage for, okay, each person's star charts are out of alignment, and now we've got to figure out how to get you back on that path. That's fine. However, we really go into depth with some of these star charts without any sort of really like references. And I don't know a ton about star charts. I don't know about like someone's like sun, like in a rising house or what have you. It seems very cool. I love the theory behind almost all of that. I love how people put it together, um, and I like how people describe it. I I find it fascinating. So I'm not saying I would be driven by my star chart if someone did one. I'm just saying I would be fascinated to see what it would look like. And I would love to know for sure. I'm definitely one person who would for sure want to know, where did I go wrong, or where in my star chart am I off right now? Because I kind of feel like this year I have kind of been off a little bit. So, but I think the level of veering off course and into that star chart really kind of took me out of the story just a little bit. And so I can see where some people want to give it 3 or 4 stars. I still thought it was really cute. I kind of wish these cats were like cute little petite cats. This book kind of does describe them as about 2 meters tall, standing on their hind legs, and wearing their little aprons and stuff. So honestly, if you've ever played D&D, I kind of picture like tabaxi type characters, which are humanoid cats, which are about 2 meters tall. And 2 meters to me, in my opinion, is somewhere around 6 feet. That's like as tall as my dad. I thought it would be so cute if these cats were more like 3 feet tall and just really adorable like cats. I don't know. But I don't want to tell you kind of how everybody weaves together, because that is a really integral part of the story later on. I will say that each person who comes to the coffee shop does not get to order. The cats bring them something that they feel will benefit them. And so you don't place your order at the coffee shop. They just bring you something, and usually it seems like it works out really well. And I just now realized I'm wearing like my star chart, but like literal astronomy star chart t-shirt. So I don't even remember. I don't know where I got this one, but it seems to be kismet that I just wore it for this particular episode. I like this book. It's really cute. It is divided into about 3 small parts as different people visit the coffee shop, and it can be read in one sitting very easily. I want to say I think I read it in an afternoon because it just goes so fast. That's why I was kind of surprised that it says that it's 240 pages, because I feel like it went so much more quickly than that. Now, this book is expected to be released August, let's see. The English edition, I believe, is what it is the August 20th of 2024, because I saw the first published date of July 8th of 2020, but that may be the Japanese version. And I think, I mean, I don't know Japanese to be able to read the original Japanese, but whoever translated it, I think did a really cute job of keeping that kind of cozy vibe. I just do kind of wish we hadn't lost some of the coziness by just diving straight into star charts and natal charts, because I don't feel as though I, as a reader, know enough about that subject to fully grasp. And I know they tried to explain it, but that's also like taking me out of the story a little bit, and then I'm trying to put myself back in once they've done all of this explaining. So that's probably my real critique of it, is when you're going to write something about a specific subject, and let's just say it's astrology and star charts. Now, I like astrology. I think that would be cool, but I didn't know that was going to be a huge crux of my book. Otherwise, maybe I would have tried to figure out more about it to dive into before I picked this up, because I felt a little unstable on that particular subject. I just didn't really understand it well enough. Like, I understand astrology. I'm a Taurus, so I'm stubborn, but I'm grounded, but blah, 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 blah. I'm a Taurus. That's just when my birthday falls. And can I probably encompass that personality? Absolutely. I'm certain I can. But I don't know if it really defines us so much, but I still think it's a fascinating subject. But overall, really cute. I thought it was pretty, but maybe a little less astrology and a little more like cat people just kind of conversating with others, and then allowing me to continue to glimpse the lives of those individuals and watch them play out a little bit more and see how their lives go after they've left the coffee shop. I would have just loved to like sit with those characters a little bit more and really explore their lives more than just that moment, because I felt like we spent more time diving into those star charts rather than really diving into the characters' lives. And that was where I think we could have balanced it a little bit better and had like 10% star charts and like 90% character development, and I would have like, and then give me cats with coffee. Like, there we go. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I know I'm probably looking crazy distracting today, but I guess you're welcome. This wig has been driving me crazy, but I'm going to keep, I've got like 2 more episodes left to record. So y'all will probably end up seeing my face a little bit more in this black cat cosplay. So until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next page. Have a great one.